Duval County, here in Florida. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
To kick off for Houston.
About ready to get this one started. Jaime Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Jacksonville. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground, here's the fourth-round pick from the April draft. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
Lawrence now on second down. He'll let this one go deep for Thomas. And this will be incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll be third down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast. And tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Here comes Smith on the return. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go. Hey, keep. South.
Crowd begins with a pass. And downfield, he's got Schultz, the tight end. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Crowd to throw here on first and 10. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming, from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here we go. 19 Texans. 19.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans are out to an early 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And no return here. This is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, easy.
Drive will start on the ground, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Jaguars. First down.
A first down throw for Lawrence. That's complete to his running back, Bashal Chutin. And they'll take this down inside the 35. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
That's good.
And these were the types of impact plays, Mike, that they were hoping for when they selected this young guy back in the spring. I mean, his first catch, it ends up being a good one, and he gets his team across midfield.
On first down, Lawrence. He's got a man. That's Travis Hunter. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A loss of 2.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Easy, easy. Tomato. Hey, I'm gun. 13, Luke. 11, Agate.
2nd down, Lawrence. To the goal line and in. Jarquez Hunter. Touchdown, Jaguars. For Hunter, the Heisman Trophy winner, it's his first NFL touchdown. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars move out to a 7-3 lead.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right.
Stroud to throw here on first down. Over the middle. He's got the tight end Schultz. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Brings up second.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Second and inches.
Here we go. 18. Let's hit.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's back to Schultz. He's got it again. Look at the big guy rumble. And he will go all the way. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. That his first touchdown of the new year. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans are on top. It's now 10-7.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here comes a return from the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
11.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. Moving to his right. And he goes up top, looking for Komet. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
The gain on the play. And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
11.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Henry TuoTuo.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
19.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet. But the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
Brings up second down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 4. To throw is Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down, Texans.
It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with first and 10.
Here we go. 19. Stop.
In motion now, it's Collins. On first down, it's Stroud. Pushed out to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
On first and 10, here's Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. A
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 4. Now Stroud. He's got it at about the 8. And he'll be marked down at the 7th. And it will set up 1st and goal.
7-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback. See,
and he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans will get out in front 17-7.
Jaguars 7. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
he's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
2nd and 10.
Hey, Lion. Son.
They go play action for Lawrence. Again, working deep downfield. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Red on red. Hey, Soko, hot.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
At their own 19-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll start with Mixon. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To throw, it's Stroud. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 50. Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That is brought in. Beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Lisa 24.
They'll begin here on the ground.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
11, again. Take right open. Here we go.
Lawrence now on second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just wouldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the two straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down.
You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
Crowd to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll throw it left and has his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the gun, here's Stroud. Throw caught by Dell on the outside. And they'll mark him out at the 8, but it is enough to set up 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start to this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
let's go. Darn, this is hot. Smash, smash.
Now give on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They'll go three tight ends here on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Throwing is Lawrence. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. Rolling to the left. He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Hey, think right open, open.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete. De'Ami Brown was the one he was looking for. And it's going to be 4th down. Here's Lawrence. He'll buy time left. And he's going to have the Jaguars 1st down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 on 4th and inches. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now here's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Rolling right. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. Travis Hunter was the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Lawrence. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
That's good for another Jaguars.
Bigsby trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
Tootin goes over the top and into the end zone. Touchdown. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely. I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a 1-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Safe kick taken at the 5. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And mark him down up beyond the 30. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. A toss, left side, tossed by his running back. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
First down, Houston.
These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a first down.
Here we go. Tony.
To throw is Stroud. That one caught by Tank Dell. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
An 8-yard gain brings up second down at the 45-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And third down coming up.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
It's going to be third. They need one.
Already.
Here's Stroud. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. As that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything's short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On a second down throw for Stroud. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way. By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Rip, 23. 11, Agate. Hey, I'm gun.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. Forced out wide. A very dangerous throw, but somehow it is complete. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On first down, it's Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. Across midfield, shot out of a cannon. And they will finally run him down. A big one there to start the second half. 39 yards.
First down.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It leads to second
Tank
and
Dell
10.
was the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up second down.
11. What's up? Hey, uno more.
Here's Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's into the end zone, and they are making it look easy. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. That's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans will extend this third quarter lead.
14.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. Great job there by the coverage team. They get him down at the 12. Play action now. It's Lawrence. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Lisa 24. Hey, Soko, it's hot.
Owen back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
Pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
On red.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. From the 32 now, it was 1st and 10.
That's good for a Jaguars. First down.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Let's go.
Up the middle they go.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game, force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
Really nice play call there by the offensive coordinator. You kind of use your tendencies against the defense. They're thinking run in this down and distance, and ultimately you use it to your advantage. Play action pass to the tight end, and you keep the drive alive.
Go, let's go.
On first down, Lawrence. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Rip, 23. Hey, Ginger. Back.
will give it to Bigsby. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
46-yard line. Brings up second down.
11, Agate. Here we go.
Lawrence now on second down. That's a short throw caught by Komet. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. Fourth out to his right. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now. Handoff here, up the middle, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
So this time they're trying to use the run game to attack the boundary side of the field, and the defense is really fast in their pursuit. Really nice effort there from the backside, and
in trouble, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up fourth down.
this is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Lawrence throwing on fourth down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the third quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue. And I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Here we go, let's go.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
It's third down and 10 yards to go.
18, what's that? Hey, uno.
Stroud to throw. That'll be taken in by Mixon. 13 yards on the catch there. First down for Houston.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Houston.
Hold
Stroud going to set up to throw. And downfield, he's got Schultz, the tight end. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
At the 2-yard line.
It is a big-time play for Houston. 39 yards. Now Stroud. That's hauled in at the 2. And he will score again. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans stretch things out even further.
Jaguars 14. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
30 left. on red.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Headed left, buying time. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go play action for Lawrence. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately with his passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. Now a shot here, deep middle. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Hey, Ginger, side.
Now Lawrence. Forced out left. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play.
And the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off. And it's a turnover on down.
Here we go.
A run here with Mixon. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
On the ground, it's Mixon as we begin the 4th quarter. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Here's a give running left with Mixon. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here we go. Let's go. Tony.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Mixon. Thought that one might have had a chance for a second there, but not to be. It's a pickup of 8, and it brings up 4th down. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Texans will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
On the stop. Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
On second down, Bigsby. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. A good rally to the football. It's a gain of 9, but it brings up fourth down.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have a Jags first down. That'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down.
Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Handoff. This is Bigsby. The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. And good work there to get the first down yardage, and maybe better fortune that they get the ball back, and Greg retained possession.
Nice job by the back there, Mike. He's able to get the first down, and I know that's where his mind was, but he can't forget to protect the ball, and that's the utmost importance. And fortunately for him, in this case, the ball ends up going out of bounds.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up third and 8.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. We're going to try to pick this up on third and 8.
Hey, Ron! Check.
Lawrence. Now a screen set up for Bigsby. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. Well short of the first down marker.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Lawrence to throw for it on fourth down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Second and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. They get the victory away from home in the division.